Welcome to Network Africa. Coming up on the program, President Jacob Zuma of South Africa rounds up his trip to Nigeria, and we have the latest from the nation's capital, Abuja. Then we bring you an update on the killing of 3 police officers by Islamist militants in Mogadishu. And later, the European Union has a new plan to counter the migrant crisis, and it doesn't go down well with the migrants and rights groups. Welcome to Network Africa on Channels Television with me, Cynthia Are. President Jacob Zuma of South Africa is rounding up his visit to Nigeria today, but following his address at the National Assembly in the nation's capital, Abuja, federal lawmakers are hopeful that Nigeria will build on the historic visit and create better bilateral relations between the two countries. Our correspondent, Larry Lasisi, has this report.
President Jacob Zuma of South Africa addressing a joint session of the National Assembly. His speech was well received by the parliament. The president of South Africa says there is a need for stronger diplomatic ties between Nigeria and South Africa in the bid to move the continent towards peace and prosperity. Lawmakers described the visit as historic.
So it was historic on many fronts. And it was a welcome development to foster relationships between the two countries. Relationships that have been up and down, but go back a long way. And this will help. It will help in propelling, the relationship between Nigeria and South Africa.
They also comment on the speech, especially where he touched on the role Nigeria played in the fight against apartheid.
While it was very enlightening, and I just think he was preaching to the wrong audience. I would hope that this story is told more and more times to South Africans, so that when they see Nigerians who are working very hard and living in South Africa, that we are accorded the reciprocity that Nigeria accorded the people of South Africa in their hour of need.
The lawmakers were, however, optimistic that both countries stand to benefit from the visit.
They have good agric. I think we can also benefit in that area. They have good telecoms. They have a few companies and areas that we can benefit. Yes, they can also benefit from us.
The idea is that the two countries have identified a need to work together, a need to get along, and that's the first step. That identification has been made. And how to not dot the I's and cross the T's is for the two parliaments to look into, and we will do that.
They agree that Nigeria must build on this visit to create better bilateral relations with South Africa and also build bridges of partnership. Larry Lasisi, Channels Television News.
Now to other matters, foreign commandos have carried out a helicopter raid on a base of militant Islamist group Al-Shabaab near the southern Somali town of Oud-Egele. An Al-Shabaab member or spokesman told news agencies that the militants successfully fought off the masked commandos but lost one fighter in battle. Locals also confirmed the raid on the base in the Somali capital, Mogadishu. Now, we're still talking about security in Somalia, and Islamist militants in the capital, Mogadishu, set off a vehicle packed with explosives next to a cafe near a police building this morning, killing at least 3 police officers in the process. The Islamist group Al-Shabaab, which wants to topple the Western-backed government, claimed responsibility, saying that it actually killed 10 police officers, contrary to the toll which the police put at 3. However, it's important to note that Al-Shabaab often cites a higher death toll than the figure given by officials. March has been a very difficult month so far for Somalia, as the group has launched bomb attacks near the presidential palace, blown up a car bomb near a busy park in the capital, Mogadishu, and also set off twin blasts in a town northwest of the capital. Still to come on Network Africa, the European Union has a new plan to counter the migrant crisis, and it doesn't go down well with the migrants and rights groups.